Hey, how's it going? I'm just now getting set up. All right, hey Jeff, how you doing? Trying something new. I normally don't go live, but uh, hopefully, I know this goes right to the upload as soon as it's done. So, going to give it a go. So, for everybody that is here, welcome back. I'm Mike from On Point Craps. Welcome back to my craps table. Um, Been away for a while. Life throws you some curveballs, and I haven't been able to record. But today I'm going to go over a tournament play. I was in a tournament this past weekend. Actually did better than I thought I might have done, but unfortunately I got knocked out in the first round. I didn't play quite the way I should have. I wasn't watching the second place guy. The top two people from each table move on. I already knew I wasn't in first place and I was fighting for second, but I wasn't watching his bets properly, and he ended up beating me by $100 and knocked me out of the round. But I'm going to go over two strategies today that can potentially work. They're high risk, high reward. The way that you play tournaments is you have to go big or go home. If you try to play conservative, you'll just get beat out. We had 10 people at our table, and by about 10 to 15 minutes in, almost half the people were gone, and it came down for like the last 10 minutes. There was just three of us at the table. As I said, we were fighting for the top two spots. So what we're going to do here, little layout of the tournament rules. It was a $3,000 bankroll. You see here, I have two different bankrolls. We're going to compare two strategies. $3,000 bankroll. It was a minimum $100 bet. All of the place bets had to be in increments of $50 or $60 for the 6 and 8. And that's just for ease of the dealers. It's a 30-minute time limit game. They keep it moving. They want you to go, 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 go. So they don't have, you can't do like incremental bets. They want easy bets. No prop bets. So there's no hop in the numbers. No fire bets or all tall small. There are hard ways and the horn bets. For the horn bets though, you have to bet full increments. You can't bet like a horn high yo. You have to bet equal bets on each of the four numbers. Again, for ease of payout for the dealers. Before I go any further, so the people in the chat can give me a thumbs up that we are good to go, that you can hear me and everything's working. I'm not getting anything from the chat, so I'm going to assume that we're up and running. So here's what we do. Two different strategies that I saw that I started playing one of them. The other one I didn't use. So you take your 3,000 bankroll and you divide it up. So for this strategy, what we're going to be doing, we divide our bankroll into three increments. So $3,000, we have three $1,000 betting units. We're going to put all of our money on the table from the get-go. Hope we hit some good numbers, and it's a press and collect strategy, or a collect and press strategy. If you hope you get a long roll, and then if you do, you'll be collecting. If not, the way it plays out, you at least break even. You maybe collect a little bit. Again, there was no VIG on the 4 and 8, or 4 and 10. They're automatically bought. Same for lay bets. They're automatically bought. No VIG. Again, ease of paying out all the players. Save the dealers doing work. So this strategy over here is going to be a pass line bet, dividing the bankroll in 3 increments. This here is going to be dividing your bankroll into 10 increments. However, because of the rules of the game, couldn't do it into increments of 10, so we divide it into 8 increments. Right now, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but we'll get some change here for these $500 chips. You're just going to be betting the horn. You have, in this case, 8 chances to hit a horn number. If you hit a horn number, you're going to get paid out big and hopefully become the chip leader. So the way the tournament works, at least the one I played in, top 2 players, as I said, move on from each table, and it's just solely based on your chip count. So you can play conservative and try to slowly build, but somebody that's playing more aggressive will get the win. So I'll let you know, at my table, the guy that ended up taking first place, he laid the back wall. There was a come out 7, so he was already up. I think it was $1,250 that he won, so he was already up a little over $1,000. He took his $3,000 plus the $1,000 that he won, and he bought the 4 and 10. And within 2 rolls, he hit the 10, so he won $4,000. He stayed the chip leader the rest of the way because he only had to bet minimum bet to stay in the game, and he was no one could catch him. So with that being said, we're going to give it a go and see how it works out. The way the shooting worked at the table, there's no dice setting. Yeah, it started at first base and just worked its way around the table. We actually only got to, I think, the 3rd shooter before people really started dropping out. I ended up shooting 3 or 4 times just because, like I said, at the end, we only had 3 players at our table. So, as I said, for this one, it is going to be our 3 betting units. We are going to go ahead and lay the 4 and the 10. And we're going to go ahead and place 200 on the 5, 300 on the 6, 300 on the 8. I may have done that wrong. Let's see. Oh, sorry, it's $1,000. $1,000 on each of the 4 and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, $1,000 on each of the 4 and the 10. So in this case, if we do 7 out, we'll win 500 here. We'll win 500 here for 1,000, and that covers our place bets. If we drop a lay, that's just the way it is. Now for this bet, as we said, we are just going on the horn. $100 each. We have 8 whacks at it. So I'm going to dump the dice, and we're just random shooting. See how it goes. So come out roll. And look at that. It is a come out 7. So this player loses. This loses, but gets paid $500 here. $500 here, and then we're going to go right back out. I think I forgot to mention, these are working. Horn shooter. Let me get our timer going. I'm only going to play for a half an hour or until I bust bankroll. So, second roll coming out. And that's a pair of aces. Look at that. So now our horn player, oops, these should have been down here. I apologize for that. Our horn player, that is going to pay it pays 24 to 4, so that's going to pay $100, pays $3,000. One, two, three. This goes away. Now you see the commanding chip lead at this point. There's probably no way to catch this person. What we're going to do is we'll continue just playing the horn for the rest of these shots, but we still haven't established a number, and this person's already up almost $3,000. He's going to go ahead and go right back out onto the horn numbers. He's already got his bankroll doubled, so he can't lose more or less at this point. So we'll keep shooting our bullets. Dice are out. 8. That's an 8 easy. 5, 3, 8. 300 is going to pay 350. And for this first one, we just collect. The next one will press the inside numbers. This goes away. Go ahead and bet again. Dice are out. 10 easies, 6, 4, 10. So we just lost a lay bet. That hurts us. There's no way to recover it. If we wanted to, we could go back out here with like $200 or $300, but we're just letting it run the way it is. We lose this $400 here. Back another $400. Dice are out. And that is a 639. It's a center field 9, 639. Again, 200 pays. Oh my goodness, why can't I think straight? 20. 2, 3, 4. I can't think straight. 4 times 720. It pays 280, right? 250. Please let me know if I am wrong there. Because 20 would pay 28, correct? So with this, now that we have chips in our rack, we're going to go ahead and press the 5 and 9, and then we have to go in increments of 60 here, so it's going to be another 120 each. And then we get $10 in change. Now you see our bankroll here is low, but we're hoping that we catch numbers there. This goes away. Holy Roller, no, this isn't how the players played at the tournament. This is some strategies that I saw online to try. Now you see the horn bet, he's still up $1,000. He's going to be hard to catch. But we're going to go ahead and go right back out into the horn. We're just going to play this out. Dice are out. 6 easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20. Pays 480. I need to work on my math. I think 42 pays 48, right? 42. That's what we're going to say. We collect. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. $4.90. Yeah, 42. Man, why is my brain... I'm so out of practice. This is what happens when you walk away from the craps YouTube and get out of practice. So it's going to be 10 more for each. All right, let's keep this going. It's going to get $100 and change here. Go back on these hard ways, or sorry, the horn numbers. And he's going to stop on the horn here with this, since now he's just had a starting bankroll plus these winnings. Dice are out. And now we 7 out. So this is where it's going to hurt our pass line player. It's going to win 500 here. But if we do a quick count, we got 500. There's 1,000. There's 2,000. $75. So we're down, but we're still in it. Like I said, at this point, we've been shooting for about 10 minutes or so. At this point, people were dropping from the table. This person who's now in the lead, probably going to transition and just do like a $100 minimum don't pass bet. This person right here, this is what happened to me. I got down a little bit because of the way I was playing. I tried this pass line. And then I just ended up laying the back wall. Get some more black. And what I did is I took 2 rolls and then brought it down. So it's going to be a new shooter. Like I said, this is only the second shooter. Dice are out. Hey D8, how you doing? Back up to your old tricks, hitting the like button, huh? Appreciate it. Dice are out. 10, that's a 10 on the end. Waylon's bow's friend. I forgot to mark the points the last time. Point will be 10. This drops. I'm going to look for 1 more. Dice are out. 4, we lost it. So at this point, this player up here has some serious decisions to make because they are in dire straits. They're bleeding bankroll. They're going to pull their lays down. At this point, they may do something like go ahead and see their current bankroll. Part of this is constantly knowing your bankroll, keeping in ahead of it. So there's 3,000 or 2,000. Sorry, 1,000. There's 1,200, 1,300-ish. So if we divide that into like 10 equal parts again, I can't quite do that, but we're going to go ahead and go start doing field bets. $200 in the field. Like I said, you kind of have to play aggressively. Holy Roll, their buy-in for the tournament was no buy-in, no registration fee, nothing. You just had to be there. Pretty much, they opened it up to 7-star players first, registered. And then they opened it up an hour later for anybody that wanted to register, go ahead and register. So the way it worked, there was 5 rounds, 2 tables each of 10 players, and the top 2 from each player moved on. So after those initial preliminary rounds, they had a semifinals with the top 10 people. And then the top 10 people played, and then the top 4 moved on because they were on. Sorry, the top 10 people. It been the top 20, the top 10 on 2 tables, and then the top 2 from those 2 tables each went into the finals for the first, second, third place. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, point is 10. This player's on the don't pass. This player's in the field. Let's see what happens. Dice are out. 6. Point is 6. This field bet drops. It's going to go back in the field. Now, this is how I ended up losing. I was in second place pretty, not solidly, but I had a decent chip lead over the guy that ended up taking second place. But what happened was I thought I had a much more commanding lead, and I was just betting on the hard ways for $25 a pop. And of course, if one dropped, I just kept replacing. So I was slowly bleeding a little bit of money, and he was playing $100 in the field, and he was rolling, and he was hitting like 4s and 10s, knocking off my my hard ways with the easy 4, easy 10s, and then catching field numbers. And slowly he crept up, winning like $300 or $400 or more. I'm not sure exactly what he won on it, but enough to get him $100 over me. Yes, they gave us the starting bankroll. We showed up the table. You had your name at a place. I ended up at stick left 1. They ended up just, you shoot randomly. I don't know how they determined if it was based on how you registered, if it was alphabetical, I don't know. But they just placed you around the table. You got to your spot, and they gave everybody $3,000 in promotional chips. So we've been playing for about 20 minutes now. I think like 15 minutes. We'll keep rolling until someone busts their bankroll or we run out of time. Dice are out. 10, that's a point. So that's good for this person. They're going to go ahead and win $200. They're going to lose their $100. Going to try to keep their original bankroll here of $3,000, so they're going to go back minimum $100 on the don't pass. They will make you play. Once myself and the chip leader were kind of in first and second, we kind of slow played for a little bit and weren't really making any bets. And then the pit boss was like, "Hey, you got to put some money in action. You just can't sit there and rest on your chips." So then we just like I said, I put $100 out there. $25 on each of the hard ways, and that's how I was betting. Got to bet aggressive. He won on the field. He's going to go ahead and parlay that, put $400 in the field, and he is going to, if he loses there, he'll go back down to just doing 200. Again, there was no dice setting. You just kind of had to pick them up and chuck them down, so that's what I'm doing. Dice are out. 9, meter 9, center field 9. Point is 9. Again, that's a $400 win.
Motion detected at
don't know if he necessarily wants to completely parlay that, but he was at 400. Maybe he'll half press that and go up to a $600 field bet. Dice are out. 8 easy. He loses at 600. That's why you don't full press. Going to go back to his minimum. Dice are out. 4. That's a 4 hard. Ballerina 2-2. And that's another $200 win. He's going to go ahead and parlay that up. Dice are out. 8 easy. 6-8. He loses that. Going to go ahead and right back out 200. Dice are out. 6 easy. 5-1-6. 200 again. At this point, may need to start thinking about doing other things. Said this player's way down. This player's still got at least starting bankroll plus $200. So if this person wants to catch them, they're going to need to do something. Maybe put it all on a horn, something like that. Dice are out. 5. Look at this, just bleeding in the field. 4-1-5. This goes away. All right, well, again, you have to play aggressive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This player is going to go ahead and put $500 just on the yo. Hoping for that yo. We haven't seen one yet. Let's see what happens. Dice are out. 6 easy. 5-1-6. Loses his yo. This player's still in it. Quick dice check. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're probably going to end up walking away with $13 or $15. What they're going to do, since they're running out of money, they're going to hope for some hard ways to hit. But it looks like this player's out of the tournament. This player has a commanding lead. Dice are out. Look at that. Hard 10. This goes to the player. This says 8 for 1. I paid it 7-2-1. It doesn't really matter. It's the same. I'm going to go ahead and go back out. Dice are out. 6. That's a 6 easy. The lumber 2x4. This goes away. I'm going to go back out. He's actually going to go ahead and bump these up. Because it's the only way you're going to catch the leader. Doing something big. Dice are out. 3 craps. Should have played that horn. Dice are out. And that's a 7. 7 out. So with that, if this was the tournament, this table would be done. It's a minimum $100 bet. And this player does not have $100 in the rack. So this person would have won with $3,100. That's how tournament play works. I plan on making a few more videos throughout, maybe once a week or so, to talk about tournament play. It seems like they may be making a comeback. I know they were pretty big in the 90s and they went away. But I was playing, the tournament I played in was at Horseshoe Casino in Baltimore. They said they planned on having more. And the guy that I was playing next to, he said he's been going to tournaments in Vegas pretty frequently. So that's a way to play that you don't normally play. I mean, the channels out here show you some good regression strategies, some presses and regresses, collecting presses, stuff like that. Tournament play is completely different. You have to be very aggressive, try to get ahead in the chip count, and maintain it. One of the things to think about if you were to play in a tournament, especially one like this where there was no buy-in, no registration or anything like that, it's not your money. Go have fun. Go play. Bet like you wouldn't normally bet. Like I said, the guy that won, once he hit that back wall lay, he put the $2,000 on the 4 and 10 each. He would never do that in real life. Even if he had a $5,000-$6,000 bankroll, he's not putting $2,000 each on the 4 and 10. But he did, and I said the shooter called a 10, put him at like $7,000 in chips, and he just took it home at that point. So with that, be a pretty short video here today. I'm watching the chat. I got it right here. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want me to try something different, let me know. So I'm trying to get back into the YouTube scene here. It's been a while. As I said, for those that weren't here when I first started up, life throws you curveballs. I haven't been able to make a lot of videos, but I'm hoping to be back on the YouTube train and get things going. I miss the community. I miss talking to all you guys. But stuff like this allows me to talk to you again. So I'll give it a couple seconds, see if anybody's got any questions. I appreciate the questions earlier. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Thanks, Cajun. I appreciate that. That's another thing. I'm so out of the loop. I forgot a lot of the guys' first names, so if I just call you by your YouTube handle, I apologize. I'll get back into the swing of things. It's fun. I like doing this. I like the tournament play. I don't think anybody is addressing it on YouTube right now, so obviously anyone can feel free to steal the idea and go ahead and start making videos. Not going to hurt me. Rising tide floats all boats, but I think that's where I'm going to focus on for a little bit at least, because it's a different style of play. If you've never played that way, it's very difficult. It is a little disheartening when you have a $300 or $3,000 bankroll and you put it all out there. Like I said, the one strategy that I saw that the guy I read about, his whole philosophy, and he says he wins about 30% of the time. Not a great success rate, he said, but when he does win, he wins big. So he either loses it all or he wins big. And his philosophy, he's the one that had you take your bankroll, divide it by 3, and put it all out there. All your money should be on the felt every time. So the way that one's supposed to work is if you do a collect and press, once a point is established, or a point gets hit, or you 7 out, whichever it happens to be, you recount your rack, and whatever the new chip count is, divide that by 3 and put it out there. So hopefully your first shooter builds you, say you get up like, say, $1,000. Now you have a $4,000 bankroll, divide that by 3. Your bets will be bigger, so your initial collection will be bigger, and it progresses from there. I tried that when I started, and the guy that won, like I said, when they hit the 10, he doubled his 10, and I was on a lay 10 and lost. So I was down $1,000 and had to climb back. I ended up getting 2 back-to-back back wall lays. Actually, it wasn't a full back wall lay. I hit a back wall lay. They set a point of 4. I left my lay out there, and then they PSO'd, so I won. I think it was like $1,250 or something on the first one, and then just over $1,000 for the second hit. So that put me well back in the running. So I appreciate you guys saying you're glad to have me back. It's glad to be back. So that's all I got for today. I'll go look at some of the other strategies that I've read about. My next video, I will go ahead and play some different strategies. Maybe I'll play this winning strategy again. Again, I'd have to go back and look. I wish I would have done like a roll tracker to keep track. I don't think we hit that many horn numbers. I do remember hitting a 3. I think we only hit maybe 2 or 3 horn numbers that entire series. Because you see how much he bled. He got that first initial horn win, and then he lost every other time. So that's the risk. With the horn play, you have 10 shots at it, or depending on how much, like I said, you have to have equal bets. So if you had, you try to break your bankroll into 8 to 10 bullets, and if one of them hits, it gives you a commanding chip count, and then you can either transition to a minimum bet, depending whatever everybody else is playing, or you can keep trying to hit another horn bet. So, all right, well, I appreciate you guys watching. Look for future videos. before I close out, or as I'm closing out, please comment on how you like the live. Like, I'm so used to kind of pre-recording my videos, not really editing them, but making sure the content is decent, and my rolls are accurate rolls. But if I was talking too long or something like that, I would snip it, or if everything, if I was trying to show a strategy and I just, say I was trying to show this horn strategy and I didn't hit any horn numbers for the length of the video, then I would re-record it, just to try to show what the strategy works and how it works. But with live, it is what it is. So let me know if you like it, because I intend to do that moving forward. So I appreciate you all watching. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you'll get out there and play some tournaments. And if you do, I'll see you on the casino floor.